Where do I hang this one? Here. Oh, so. Jiggle it a little bit. Where's the good spot? I think. Brilliant. Hi, Createscapes. See if we can get a nice view. Oh, thank you, man. I hope you're having a nice Saturday. So I'll put some jungle sounds on in a minute. I can do that now. Downloads. Oh, I like that one actually. 1 hour 16. That sounds nice. Oh, I think word's got back to the colony that there's leaves. They're starting to get excited. Trailing down below a little bit. That woodpecker's a bit loud. Yeah, I'm in the Leaf, UK. Yeah, managed to get these ones off Antantics. But I think there's, like, we've got quite a good supplier in the UK. And I think the supplier for, like, a lot of places, they all come from, like, the same supplier. So these are the Ata Mexicana. Well, I'm not sure if Antantics still do the leaf cutters though, because they put like so much time and effort into them that I'm not sure they made like economical sense in the end, because they're quite difficult to kind of get going. Hi Tyler. Yeah, I guess it's a bit tricky in the States, even though some of the states have got like leaf cutters, they're still like not allowed them and all that stuff. Hey, you locked enough? Sort of going in. I wonder how this phone is to zoom. Oh, we'll go a bit far, a bit far. Hey, Anson stuff. Hey, Simon. Oh, it could be Simon. I'm not sure if I said your name right, but I've tried. It's like, oh, I should like, where is it? Here it is. I'll put it in the background. Like, I got this massive bag, and it doesn't fit down the gap, but it's half full of thistles and like brambles. I just went mad collecting, and oh, they've got so much to eat now. This time I got the string as well. If you look at the kind of string, I unrolled it and I just wedged the leaf sticks between the little gaps I made, and they're just hanging there. I think when the leaf cutters are finished, the rope should just go back to normal. Oh, they're going mad though on the higher leaf actually. More action up here. Oh. To be fair, they're pushing already. I'm semi-tempted to get one more pod, but it's like, oh. At the same time, I know they'll get big. Too big. But then I think I can deal with like 3 pods, but yeah. Like the Outworld has space. I might try and find like a baby pod or something then, maybe like 2.5 pods. That would like suit the Outworld perfect. Because I think the Outworld's capacity would be like 3 pods max. So if I pushed it to like 2.5 pods, it'd still be quite nice then, I think. But at the minute, they can't put their fungus anywhere else except the pods. And yeah, they're kind of stuck. They can't get any bigger. So that woodpecker in this thingy is so annoying. Let's go to the rainforest. There we are. Yeah, maybe. I'll have a look. It's ambience. It was like English wood noises or woodland noises, but now it's rainforest noises. I think I can hear chirps, so this is probably Amazon, I think. Some of them, maybe Ecuador. Oh look, it says it on it, I think. Oh, it just says tropical rainforest, but there's like, you can hear little chirps in the background, and that usually means that it's the Amazon rainforest, because there's actually ants, and they have leafcutter ants in Amazon, but I don't think they have any in the Congo and shit, or other places. If you want, I can make the thingies make some noise as well. Actually, if anybody wants to hear some ants chirping, let me know, and I'll stick the phone inside of the acro setup, and you can hear them chirp. Alright, yeah. Alright, let me get the ambience on. Crack the incubator open quick. I'll pull them out fully actually, it'll be easier. Where can I stick them? I've messed up the floor. Come here, you. Rubra's and a Fusca, you can go up here. Little Manica, you can go over there. Fusca, another corner, you can go there. Oh, they need some food as well, I admit. So let's wind up some ants. Bam. Let me just like make the room a bit quieter so we can hear the sound of the acros. Hopefully I can get it quiet enough so it'll be loud enough. Yeah. Come on out, yeah. Oh man, what have I done? I know nothing. It's like, rotate me. Oh, I can hear some of them already. Let me know like if you can hear it. I'll wind them up a bit. Oh. Come on, girls. More than that. Really wind them up. Yeah, it's quite quiet, but they like creak kind of thing. When there's loads of them, oh my god, they're so aggressive. They really like make a noise. Oh. I think they just like shut their jaws though and it like creaks a bit as they shut it so hard. Oh jeez. They're climbing up the phone charging cable. Oh no. So many acro on the phone. What am I gonna do? And the back of the phone tried to fall off, so there's a load in that now. They're all in my hands. So I'll be right back. Oh, come on, get off my fingers. Oh my god, they're all just going for it. And then I've got one hand with the phone in it. Stop any more getting on it. Come on, girls. How'd you get it? At least they're tough. Like, you can fully fling them. Oh, tingle fingers. That was quite a bite, that one, my dear. Oh. Ow! Oh. So many. I only put it in for like thingy. The acros are getting quite big. Ow! I wonder if any have got out. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's one. Yeah, on the floor. Come here. Hopefully they don't start biting my leg. They're so grippy as well. You try to fling them off and it's it's just not easy. I think I got all of them out of my phone, at least. I think they actually might have got inside of the phone. I think we're clear. Oh, another one. Yeah, it was worth it, even though it made no sound. Let's check the back of the phone quick. Oh, there's some more inside of the phone. See, like the back plate, like comes off really easy because it's a bit dodgy. Has no glue. There's one off. There we are. I think we're good. Let's put the back plate back on. Back to the atters. Oh, lots of ants then. Hopefully the back plate stays on. Got a new nest earlier as well. Back to the nice leaf cutters. I can prod these girls and they won't start attacking me that bad. Oh, some of them are carrying bits of leaf down now as well. There we are. Whee. In a bit, like the chain of ants going down is going to be massive. Want to get like maybe there. I'd say maybe like 80,000. I'd say is my guess. I was thinking 100,000, but I don't like quite think they're there yet. But 80,000 kind of seems about right. They've got a crazy like amount of them now, and when they come out, they just keep coming out. Like at the minute, there's not many of them out, but once these leaves get back to the nest and hit the nest, like bam, another wave of them will come out. Initially, they'll send back a few scouts or whatever, like, hey everybody, we found some leaves. But in like the first wave, not all of them will go. Some of them will be like, well, we'll believe that you found leaves when you've brought back some leaves. And they'll hang about in the nest until like a little bit after another ant will turn up with like the goods. And then they're like, oh yeah, we're going out now to get some leaves. And they'll just mob it. See if anything it's quite calm at the minute. I've had these girls. Well, I got them at first AntCon, so I think is it 3 years? I think. Yeah, I think 3 years. And like kept them on a diet for the well, in like one pod, I think for the first 2 years as well. Before I thought, now I'm going to make them a little bit bigger because I can get enough leaves over winter, which is the main limiting factor. Is like how many leaves can you get in winter? Yeah, let's give the acros some leaves quick. Yeah, I was quite happy about the grass. I thought, you know what, I'll try it. Like, I'm not sure why I'd never tried it before. Yeah, basically create escapes. I'll just like in winter. Normally in autumn I'll gather as many apple leaves as I can. But like once they've run out in winter, it's bramble leaves basically. So I have to go out and collect them all. I do make the ants like walk quite far though. They have a bit of tube which is probably like 5 meters away from the nest before it gets to the outworld. So I make them work. Even though they don't have to do much effort at all. Some of the ants might fall out of the nest in a bit as well. It keeps happening, like there's like this bit here is slightly overhanging the edge, and when they cut it they fall down sometimes and land outside. And then at about, I don't know, 10 o'clock at night I look and it's like, why is there loads of ants all like here on the floor? And that's why. The acro are going for it now. They're way chirpier for food than when I was annoying them. I can hear them going for it. Chirping. Oh my god, that was loud. Now we're going back into the acros. I never heard one that loud. Can you hear it? Deep, 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 deep. Yeah, that's the acros like chirping. I think this is a happy chirp because they got food. Ooh. That's as loud as it gets anyway. I didn't know that until today. Next time I want them to chirp, instead of like winding them up by like smashing all of their leaves up and stuff, I've kind of given food. Yeah, chipmunks or ducks. Kind of like. But imagine if you had like hundreds of thousands of them in the rainforest, like all doing it. I think it adds up, I guess, and before long, they're the background noise of like the whole woods. We're back in the incubator. You're noisy little girls. I remember the first time I heard them, I was like, what was that? And thought maybe a cricket had like jumped into the thingies, but I annoyed them and it was like, no way. And back in. Is that all the ants back in? Yeah. So their little leaf highway should be going proper with fully zoom. I wish I knew how YouTube like zoom worked. Yeah, I could spin it around for the ants. Oh yeah. What's it going out? Oh. Yeah, the pods are looking quite nice and full. There's a little bit of space in the back one in the corner. That's why I can do a holleufer, just to fill that little space. Although I think it's more on the heat wire, it's probably made it a little bit warmer there, so it just grows or kind of goes a bit faster. Yeah, they got room for a little bit more. But I think I could probably fit another pod. See if there's any brood under here as well. I know they haven't stashed any up top. There must be somewhere else. They're starting to come out now, I think. The leaves hit. See the proper numbers pouring. They're all gonna come. Yeah, back to the chomp. We're back. Lovely. Let me spin that bad boy. Oh yeah. Yeah, the stupid Bixby button on my phone got knocked and it was like, yeah. I think it's, yeah, we're back on. For a minute I was like, how do I get back on the stream? I know there's a way to do it, but I'd forgotten. But I think you gotta, how do you even do it? Oh, you gotta go back on to press live and it's like, do you want to cancel it or resume it? The proper charging down in, how do you? Well, that one's a quickie. That's a bit of grass as well. Some bits, like, must have picked up a bit of grass or something on the way. What, like reverb or the other one? Yeah. Might be just an echoing room. Oh yeah, I got my old school RuneScape on. Well, I had. I was just chopping some trees, but it's disconnected me because I was AFK. But so let's just go back to chopping trees. What are they charging down now? And I move it over here a bit. Yeah. I've been scaping a while, but I'm rubbish. I've got rubbish levels. Yeah, now the stream is starting to go now. Once they start chomping, it's like, it goes flying. I think they like their little bush. These are basically the fresh shoots of the brambles as well. Some of them had started to come up. I think they bite and take it away. So one of them will be like, "Yep, this is me chunk," and then he'll take them away. Although sometimes, like, another ant will be hanging onto the same bit of leaf, like, "This is my bit of leaf," but the bigger ant ends up kind of carrying it and being in charge of the leaf, and then the little ant just kind of gets a free ride back to the nest. So I don't think they got too many big boys out yet, but they might call the big boys to come out. They'll need them though, first. Like, once they've eaten all the leaves, they go after the stems, and then the big girls just like chop through the stems. I was gonna say it shouldn't be echoing too bad, although the room is a little bit echoey, but. So I'll see you in a minute. So, I think that nest is made as well. Yeah, they're getting there on the plant. Still fit more ants up there. Yeah, I love Trailer Park Boys. And Mr. Leahy, like, he's the best, he is. May he rest in peace. Hey, Sassy. Yeah, we're on it today. We got the leaf cutters up. Hey, Crafton. Hey, Matthias. He was excellent at being Jim. Oh, check this out as well. Pink. It's just gonna slide through product placement. Nah, it isn't product placement. I paid for it. It's pink. Oh my god, yes! Oh yes! I just looked on my desk and, like, I was looking at this. This is like solid dandelions in here. Like, it's solid. Like, there's a good, I don't know, few grams in there. And I thought that was the bag I'd collected today. But then I looked in my pocket. Bam, another bag just full of like dandelion seeds. So I got a real good haul of them in here. I've been going nuts. There's my little holder. Yeah, William will get a few. Although it won't get many, mostly for the pogos. The messers now, it's just like, you can have the chia seeds. But they're big enough, like their majors can chomp through anything, so I think it's alright. And then sometimes I'll get like the other ants' scraps, and then along with the messers, like, I don't know, they'll have a load of mealworms, I'll chuck in all the scraps as well, from like the weaver ants and stuff. And they just chomp it all down to nothing though, so it's like, get on, William, like, never wastes anything, that boy. Thanks, Matthias. I'd say they're getting neglected, but oh my god, they're growing so massive now. Like, I turbocharged the food and they've taken control of the whole nest as well, their new nest, and they're like, yeah, we control where we're living now. They just chomped through like layers upon layers because they wanted more room and stuff. And it's like, oh, Nelly. Luckily, I've got one more nest to go on after, but they are going for it. And somehow, though, with the outworld is working still. It's not even that big. It's like quite a big colony of messers with a tiny little outworld. Here, Leafcutters, you can have some dandelion stems. I don't want them. You'll probably eat them. At this rate, though, like William, by the end of this season, it's going to be huge. Like, they're going to be giant. I'm not even, I don't know, what I really want to do in the end is make them you get them nice setups in tanks where they like pour plaster into the tank and make a little nest like against the glass. I want that, but yeah, I need to make it. But they're going to get huge. So I think it could be, yeah, I might have had him about 1 year now, I think William as well. Yeah. He needs his first birthday update. How far he's grown and everything. Oh, he's got so big, William. He's actually dyed his hair ginger now as well. William's a redhead. There's most of the dandelions in here. No. Oh, such a nice amount of seeds. I'm going to keep collecting. It's not even like peak dandelion seeds, but I've easily got enough for like a year. I'm going to take my little pooter out and go crazy once like proper dandelion season hits next week. I'll have so many seeds. Oh, I just saw one of the ants fall down. Every so often one of them cuts like the base of the leaf and everything at the end of the leaf just goes flying. Yeah. And now that he's started smashing the nest as well, William the Conqueror, like, they've entered new bits of the nest and I didn't even like let them in there. They just decided, you know what, like, we're going straight through the floor. And it's like, oh my god. They might have even escaped out the top as well by now. There's a gap. Well, there's a weak spot, and if they hit the weak spot, they'll be through in like an hour. But so far, they haven't got through the weak spot, as far as I know. But if they do, there's a piece of wood on top to hopefully like hold them in for a little bit. But I don't know what the plan would be then, because it'd be bad. There'd be a lot of ants in the way of doing anything. Piece of grass. I'll give that to you, Attas. You love your grass. Little vegans. They're not vegans either. These girls like anything really. They like egg. Oh, that's a big piece of something. That's big grass. Here we go, that's some grass. Oh. Is it rustling in the background? That's my dandelions. Another load that need harvesting or processing. We need here it is. Oh. Yeah. Rainforest. So I could do. Well, I've got mealworms. They'll probably take a mealworm. Or I might have a slug. I want to see if they eat slugs, because the other tank has got loads of slugs, and just makes sense that leafcutters would eat slugs, because that's where slugs live. It'd just be easy pickings. It'd be like, oh, bring back a slug on your way home, will you? That'll be the protein for the babies sorted. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a woodlouse chomping on a stem. Where's the slug? There's loads in here somewhere. That annoying one in what that plant was called. Whoa, that spider's destroying everything. Dang. There's a slug out there. No one's too deep. We're all hiding. It's like they know that I want it. I can't find it. What else we got? Donuts, they're not really meat. Mealworms. See what happens. To be fair, I guess they eat caterpillars, and a mealworm is a bit like a caterpillar. I'll stick it down there. Yeah, that's clear. Oh yeah, they're going after the grass now. Loads of them actually. Focus on it. Damn thing. Maybe it's too close. So I'm tempted to pull out one of the new macros. Well, that's a nice angle. Look at them all going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Whoa. Leaf carrier ants. That's what they should call them. They do a little bit of cutting, but they spend most of the time walking. Walking leaves. The mobile tree ant. I think crickets so far. Crafting. Have you got some as well? I've got a memory like a sieve, so you've probably even had them on a video, but I've forgotten. But yeah, so far, crickets. I've been trying mealworms, but I don't think they'd be going after them that much. Their appetite is building though now, I think. Yeah. They're well mobile too. Like they've moved nest like 3 times now. Just kind of, they'll go in a tube, and the first time it was like they trashed it, I think. And then they'll move to the next tube, and then they were like, this one's too small, so they moved to another tube. Start soon when I get round to it. When I'm not woodcutting. It's streaming now. Yeah, I need to get some dubias and try them. I need to get some small dubias, I think. Might be able to go pet shop tomorrow, to be honest. They normally get new bugs in on Thursday, so they won't be too old. Yeah. And I don't have to buy jellies anymore. Oh, another bag of dandelion seeds. No, it's full, this one. Yeah. I used to go down the pet shop and I'd buy like a few jellies and me insects, but the other day I was like, I'll just buy 100 jellies for like 20p each. Oh, red runners. I miss me red runners. I tried to get a little colony going, but in the end ended up having to like move, so just used everything in my kind of breeding boxes. They're just a bit hard to get around here though. Well, not hard, you just go on the internet, but oh, the bit of grass is chomped. But they've chopped it up, but so many of them are holding on to it in other places that it hasn't fallen. And one ant is just carrying the massive bit in the middle. Yeah, that lower bit is just being held in place by all the ants. And the top bit, yeah, probably going to fall down in a minute with some ants on it. But at the minute they're holding on. Dubious sound though, everyone I guess is like dubia. I think on Sadie's video as well she has some dubias. I need some more water. I might have to nab some when I get Ancon. If I can just get a few, then hopefully I can get a little breeding colony going. I miss having me dubias. Like it was lush having a nice load of them. All I had to do as well was I'd chuck in the odd bit of like scraps, but mostly I just chucked in the jellies, like the beetle jellies, and they just chomped through one of them a day, and I'd just chuck them in. Bam. I guess it works out at like 25p a day or something in food, but it was cheaper than having to like buy them. Especially when the Tetramorium bicarinatum were eating like 30 to 40 a day. So I'm trying to think what food I have. I'm hungry. Back in one sec. Well, I just kind of, with the Tetras, had the like the tubes, and then I'd just take a load of tubes basically and just like empty them into one. But I was always a bit cheeky with the the Tetras, so kind of I'd get a tube and it'd probably have like 10 queens in it at least and stuff. But I'd never bother to kind of shrink them down because I had so many. So if someone ordered like one queen and 30 workers, they normally ended up getting about like 20 queens and 200 workers. And if someone ordered like a bigger one, they'd end up getting like crazy, crazy amounts of queens. So because yeah, I just didn't want to have to split them down. It was more work to split them down into small colonies than it was to just send someone a big colony. Hey, Ants Quest, I'm from down Devon. It's quite good for me at the time as well because I could basically get rid of like quite a few ants. Like, and if there was like I'm kind of the system is overloading with too many ants, it would just be like, yep, send people extra ants. It's so annoying when they start chomping through like all of the cotton. That's the annoyingest, and you can't shake them out of the tubes and stuff, and it's like ah. Oh, look, bag of dandelion seeds. Not too big, that one. Oh, so many dandelion seeds there. Oh, you weed is getting oh, yeah, smashing it now. One thing as well with the Tetras is like, if you have to cull them as well, it's well hard. You can freeze them and that's it. I have loads of dandelion seeds crafted out. I've got like yeah a good supply recently. They've started well flowering and then seeding, so I've been grabbing them. Like going around on my electric bike, I rode to work today and it was like I'd like ride along and it was like oh another dandelion, grab it, stick it in my bag. Oh that works I think. Can't hear the bag rustling down there. Oh man, that's such a good amount of seeds. So. If anyone does go out collecting dandelion seeds too, like and gets bags of them, like stick them in a plastic tub, and then stick kind of coins are all right, or like a bolt in with the seeds, and just shake it about, and it rattles like seeds off the dandelions, and then you end up with like pure seeds. This is Atta Mexicana. But they're not really showing it today. They haven't got any majors out yet. I'm still waiting. But once they've cut the leaves back and it gets to the stems, they should pull out the big guns then. back down here again. Everything I'm rustling. Unfortunately, no, I haven't seen the Queen for like a good, maybe like 2 years. Because she's like buried deep in the fungus. Oh no, actually, I think I spotted her about, maybe about a year ago. She was in one of the tubes, and what was I doing? I did something and disconnected one of the pipes, and at the time she was inside of the pipe, so I quickly like let her move. It was quite like it was nice seeing her, but it was also a bit annoying too because she was in a piece of tube between the two pods, so it was like I'm not really even sure kind of which pod you're calling home at the minute. I'm pretty sure she's still alive and everything because the babies keep coming. Yeah, I'll spin it round again. I wonder if I got any more light for it. I can make some. Maybe. I think I can turn a flash on. Flash. Maybe somewhere on it. I think. Start. Wrong button. Hey, Ants, you? I can't find the button for a flash, but which way? This way, yeah. We got. Wait, let me get the big light. Yeah. We've got all the leaves have got back to the fungus now. That's the bigger of the two pods fungus at the minute. This one back here is slightly warmer, so I think it kind of ticks over a bit faster. But it's still nice, healthy fungus. Yeah. A little squashed in here. Look what we've got kicking about. But not much. There's like a big major. Oh, I think can't really get the light to shine right. Loads of miners at the bottom, but yeah. Spin it back round. Oh. It's not as bright as it was. Oh. What's that? Looks like some of the ants are having a squabble. Okay. Hey, Sadie. So, yeah, there's the Ants Anonymous Discord. I'll get a link quick. It's not just my Discord, it's like a few of us creators that kind of got together and we just thought, yeah, we could just share a Discord. Invite people, that's the one. Where's the chair? Damn. Hey. Oh, I can read the chat here now. Leafcutter. Is that like worker size is the biggest? Because I guess Cephalotes is maybe the biggest queen. Oh my god, they are sprinting out the nest as well. Let's have a zoom. So I have some new lenses as well, but I don't know if I can pull them out at the minute. I'm not very good with them, so to get them like in focus and stuff might take me a while. But let's see if we can zoom in, because they are sprinting. Look at them like flying down the tube now. They are sprinting. Whoa! Ew. Oh, that's one thing I remember about red runners actually. They got out, and for like months, there was like the odd red runner. You'd lift something up and one would fly out. And they're so fast, they're so hard to get. Yo, flying out of the nest. So I'll take any leaf cutters, as long as they're free. The hanging bush is like moving now, and I think like there's more leaf movement from the ants than like actual leaves. Missing that nice top. Fly, little girls. It's quite nice, Sadie, having like a nice big new outworld. Especially this size, because I think it's like, I don't want to touch wood, a little bit too big for them. And yeah, it makes it so nice. They don't push the barrier as bad. That bit right up here, like, it's jiggling. Yeah, where's my finger? Oh. That bit. Yeah, and I keep doing a holleufer as well. But I just got so many brambles today. Like, this is probably like 5% of the brambles I got in the bag. I could keep feeding them for like a month on what I've got today, but I'll probably get carried away. But then they look so good when they eat. I like the way some of them too, like there's a bit of, like, it's all hanging off the bit of string, and some of them have chosen to go the hard way up the bit of string. When they could just go side, well, yeah, they can still go sideways. There's like a little bit there that touches the other bit of string in the branch. I'll probably chop it off in a minute and shoot himself in the foot, but I'll be in a minute. I guess like if they do explode in numbers too, we'll have found out that even with restricted kind of nest space, if you give them enough food, they'll still explode. But currently I'm hoping that because there's only room, like so much room in those two pots, they can't get too big. You should say like it's not very far. So bring them all. Oh yeah. Like a big, I guess you couldn't have any plants, but yeah. You should bring them, Sadie. And like when he's building it, he can steal things out of the garden to go in it. Like the little ant model. Oh, better grab me toast quick. Oh, I want to see the Tetrapanera. I'm surprised you're allowed to take them. They're so dangerous. I've seen in videos though, they like chomping through bones and stuff. It's like the PVC pipe doesn't stand a chance. Messers don't have like bullet stings though, do they? Like, I think if you got stung by a Tetrapanera, you'd probably know about it for sure. Whereas like a Mess Barbarous, it'd be like, oh, you bit me, but it's all right. It'll be gone in a few seconds. Yeah, the leaf cutters do chew a little bit. Every so often I have to push like my tubes in like a few millimeters because like all of the end they've nibbled like tiniest little bits out of it, but loads of times. I might have an end of one somewhere. How clean are you up here, girls? Not too clean. Oh, there's some. Now it looks pretty fresh. I'll wait for PJ to like put his hand in the tank or something like that. Maybe he would if we've raised enough money. Maybe not serious physical harm, but serious mental harm, I bet. Imagine like the pain might get so intense that you're like, I gotta go to the hospital. And you turn up at the hospital like, oh, the pain, the pain. And they're like, what happened? Got stung by ants. Your dignity and everything would just be like dead. You just die inside. And they'd probably look at you like, oh yeah. And they'd probably think it was like English ants until you were like, no, they're really scary ones. Well, with the piercings, I just like, well, lip ones anyway, I just passed out. Like, even looking at the needle beforehand, I was like half out of it. I remember coming out of the piercing place and I got on my bike and my mate like pushed the bike basically up to a kind of, there was a church like a little bit up the road and it had like a bit of grass and he like pushed the bike up to there and just like basically just lied on the on the grass, like head rushed to like hell and back, just like good times. Oh, you haven't seen it yet, Sadie? It's gonna make another little smooth fly through. Oh, every time I bang into the tree, I've probably got antlers on my hand now. Oh my god, it's covered in them. So, oh dearie. Oh no. Come here, you. Don't go inside. It's not for you. This is for the lassie's flabbers. I need to move them in. I was going to move them in tonight, but I haven't got around to it yet. I decided to do this stream instead. But I'll show you in a second actually. I've got new macro lenses. One of them is like, it's quite nuts. It's not perfect, but it is nuts. The other one is actually quite good. I think once I've figured out how to use it, it's going to be the best little macro I've ever used. Yeah, I love the little like heart as well on the lid. That bit's so good. That little touch. I bet that was you, Sadie, as well. Unless it was Sam. If it was Sam, like. Oh yeah. You don't want them. Although I never had a bad experience with the scuts, but then I think, yeah, because it was first Ancon, they were, I don't know what they were at first Ancon. Were they the colony you got? No, I can't. Were they the? I think. Yeah, I think they were the free colony choice. One of the colony choices at the first Ancon was some Scots, and then I got them, and I think I kept them over winter. And then next season, when they like were like 100 odd workers, it was like, here, somebody, and like they were gone, and that was it. And yeah, I passed them on before they turned into like an annoying escape artist colony. Although getting them out was well hard because I had a fur cone in there, and I'd like banged the fur cone and everything. There was no ants left in it. Then I looked through the rest of the colony, couldn't find a queen. And then I went back, looked in this fur cone, which had been sitting on the side for like probably like an hour while I was looking, and then looked in one of the things, the kind of cracks again, and eventually found her and was like, ah, there you are, hiding. Let's get these lenses out of it. Where have I put them? Ah, there they are. So I'll show you the old macro lens. I like that little setup. Let's go. But here's the, I don't know what to use it as comparison size. That's my old macro lens, and he's like 2 centimeters round, maybe. It's a real good macro lens, that one. Just like really good. I think holleufer's taken a longish break. Yeah, craft and ant, but then I've got a new bad boy, which I'm quite happy about. This bad boy. At first, I was like, this one isn't being like the bee's knees. Whereas then where's the other one? Just for comparison, like, got this beast, which is like hasn't really got zoom. And they say it's got 2 times zoom, but it doesn't have any zoom. It just moves the focal length. But yeah, it's quite versatile, this big lens. And they're only like a little bit. Oh, here's the party bus in the jungle. Every so often in the jungle, like, there seems to be this random party bus. And then as well, with that massive macro lens, where's the cool, like, lens? I think it's nuts. This is the newer clamp that I got. The other clamp is actually holding the phone at the minute, but it's a different version. It has the screw holes, because these ones, it's the only downside I found with the whole lenses and stuff, is it doesn't have any kind of bolt holes. What's that on the corner? Well, you might be able to, I guess maybe you could like wedge it into the end holes here, but hasn't got any proper places to put it on a tripod. And that's the only issue with the cool epic lens. Got like, it is. Yeah, the minute I've got one clamp, I use one clamp to hold the phone, and then the other clamp to hold the lens, or one clamp to hold the phone to the tripod, and one clamp to hold the lens on the phone. Yeah. Oh, too good a naughty. Yeah, got this bad boy, and it's like a macro, but his beast. I don't know if you've seen it, crafting, but I think it's meant to be like 60 times zoom or something, but basically I can put this on with the macro. I think, I've got the macro lens on it as well. Stick that on, and I could like be looking at that drinker over there, like the green one, like I'm like 2 millimeters away. It's insane. I see. It looks a bit weird if you're not zoomed in, but it's like nuts. I thought, like, at first, I don't know, I used another phone. I was using that, and it wasn't actually getting that good results on the other phone. And then that phone blew up randomly, which is probably something to do with it not getting good results. And then I put it on this phone, and it was like, whoa, this is actually quite insane. Yeah, I should have a new video soon where I like try to review them, but it's really hard because my original lens, I know how to use that one like really well, whereas the new ones, they're a bit trickier to use, and I haven't quite figured them out yet. Maybe I'll just see if I can just hold it over the lens. Actually, although somewhere it has a little bit for holding it over the lens or something. See if we can. It's like a weird one, yeah. There it is. It's like it's not in focus at all at the minute. It's too close. That's the back of the leaf. Oh, let's see if we can at least show a bit. Some more of the leaf. let me fiddle with the settings and the location. I want that drinker over there. Oh, I think I saw green then. And then the only weird thing is that zoom bit where like vignets or whatever they call it. A vignette? I don't know what it's actually called, but it's something like that. But that's a bit more like you can get it way clearer than that basically though. And when like, because it's you have this little hole in the middle, you have to zoom in a couple times, but it does quite good. But for like long stuff, it's quite good, that one. I think once I got the hang of it, it might be like really good. But it lets you be like a good 30 centimeters away from the target, and you can still be like proper in there when it's in focus. That's the only issue with the newer ones, because they're all variable. Like this one's got like, yeah, they're variable focal range and all of that stuff. You have to kind of fiddle with it to make it work. Whereas my old like plain one, it's just like stick it on and it's, you get what you get. You never have to worry about it really changing, but it is just set. I do like the Apexel stuff. They've always been like good so far. Annoyingly as well, on that really big lens I've got, there's another one which was like, it's like £2 more or something that has a light on it, but I didn't get it. Yeah, I'm hoping it'll be useful for like that, like the natural setup, because some of the angles there are not too easy to do through the glass. Yeah, that's a mealworm in the bowl, just for thing. There's a fly. There's a fly in it. Oh, go on, girls, eat that fly. Where do it come from? Oh, the leaves are disappearing, I think. Hey, Oliver. Sometimes they eat the mealworm. Though sometimes they don't. They don't seem too interested today. Maybe because I'm not starving them though. Because normally when I'd feed them like egg and things like that, that was during the diet days. And then I guess maybe when they're in like being kept on a diet more, they're just like, we'll eat anything you give us. Like, just please give us anything. We'll even eat sticks. Which they do. I'm quite happy. The other day I found out they eat grass. So things might be a bit easier sometimes if I can feed them some grass. Yeah, they have like some appetite for protein. I don't think it's like an endless appetite though, like the leaves. Just spinning me with it, flying down there. Normally they like take it back to the nest. What with the leaves? Yeah, mine ain't too fussy anymore. Although it might be because like you give up on the leaves they don't like, you just don't collect them again, and you end up only collecting the ones they like. Maybe that could be it. Except for oak leaves, mine 100% hate oak leaves, but because they always leave them in the trash. And what we got here is something that, oh yeah, I was gonna say like what leaf is in the trash? Some like oak leaf. Yeah, the fungus eats all of the plant bits. And pretty much every bit as well. It even eats like the stems. I saw mine escorting a snail back one time. It was, yeah, the other day. And they were proper chomping on the snail before I stuck it in the natural setup. I think it lived as well because it disappeared. But they were going at it, like proper trying to like crack open its shell almost, I think, and like crunch back into the snail so they could attack it. They were being way too savage. Oh, there's that fly. Oh, so many dandelion seeds. I hope you've been collecting dandelion seeds, Sadie, because, well, down here anyway, there's loads of dandelion seeds. So what species was it? A Solenopsis one. Oh, that on my thing. Trying to think of really tiny ants, but yeah, what was the ones I had? Solenopsis, Typuna. I remember they were tiny. Like, I think they're the smallest so far. That was back off Ant Lady. Ooh, dust ants. Is it like a new form of pet rock? But it's like, no, this isn't pet rock. This is pet grains of sand made from a rock. Oh, oh yeah, nice. Quite looking forward to the Caraberas. Like at Antcon. Maybe this year I'll make it work. Oh, I'm just so looking forward to Antcon. Oh, so he says, meet me. Started like getting everything ready already for that as well. I said I'd do the talk and stuff. And I got to do a better talk than last year, because last year just sped through it. But this year, or I can ramble on about what I'm talking about this year. So I wish I was in the jungle, but well, the concrete jungle, I guess. But I'm cheating. I've just got like 1 hour of rainforest sounds. You got any idea what you're going to talk about yet, Sadie? Because like, I don't. But then I've got a few things I figure like should talk about things that I can talk a lot about, if you get what I mean. So I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but I've got a few things that I think I could talk a lot about, kind of thing. But mostly, like, I do want to, well, some of it will definitely be on captive breeding. And we need to, like, get a route to captive breeding. And the stages that we need to go through to make it real. Like what do they call them? Where you have, like, a little, not a footpath, roadmap. That's it, a roadmap to captive breeding. But I've broken it down to a few things, and like a lot of experiments need to be done first. Especially if, like, there's little bits in captive breeding, like say you've got, I don't know, a male rubra in season and maybe some female rubra as well in season. If you put them inside of a space, and then you put some other ants which aren't as in season, but they might still be responsive to the sex hormones of the rubra, like, basically, or something like that, if you get what I mean. So sometimes you may be able to kind of cause a nuptial flight by getting another species that's more kind of accepting of doing a nuptial flight whenever, just to like get the chemicals going and then piggyback off of that species to get another species in the mood and little things like that. But yeah. And there's like a few little bits like that, but little experiments like that, like if you do all of them, should be able to end up with a method of captive breeding ants. Whatever you talk about, Sadie, I think it'll be great. Crew and tatters. I'm good at killing them. And you could talk about Singular, is it Singularis? The big girls as well, Sadie, while you're there too. The ones that are like red and black. Yeah, it is Singularis. Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to make a proper holiday of it this year, I think, as well. Oh my god, yes. That sounds like a right good idea. I'm just imagining like the ant escape room, and what you'd have is like, it would be a Lynx advertising dream, and you'd go in there, and you'd be locked in the little room, and you'd have to be a bloke or something. Well, you could be a woman, I guess, but you gotta go in there with your Lynx, and it's like ant escape room, and you just spray yourself up in all the Lynx. And just like in the advert, all of the babes will come running over the hills and stuff, like really fast, and they'll let you out. And that's like, yep, I used my smell to get out of the ant escape room. That's what I'm imagining the ant escape room currently is, though. Yeah, pretty good Lynx advert. I swear though, Lynx didn't a Welsh one, and all the Welsh birds, they were flying over the hills. Let me Google it quick. Welsh Lynx advert. Don't let me down, Google. Oh. Wow. Well, I guess they could be Welsh. I'm not sure if I could show that one. Hey, Andrew Godwin. This is what I'm imagining, see? I'm just going to show it. I'm pressing it. Probably regret it. Oh, I regret it now because of a bloody advert. Here we are. Here's the Welsh ladies. He's locked in the room and he's sprayed his links and then they all come running. This is an actual links advert as well. This should be fine to show on YouTube because they used to show it on daytime TV. This is the 90s or so. Now it's 2006. Still pretty good. Look at them coming in the sea, swimming in. This is Matey Boy after he sprayed his links. Here they come. It's pheromones. There he is. There's our man in the ant escape room. Pheromone power. And they're gonna let him out. And I think they squashed him. Oh, that's a good advert, them ones. Oh, good crafting. Hide it quick. It's a good advert, that one, Sadie. You can probably tell I was born in 1991 and it came out in 2006. So I was probably about 15 years old. So, God, I bet I love that advert. I like that pink nest, yeah. Your daughter's got a good choice in colour. So I've heard you might be doing like leafcutter pods as well, crafting ant. If you do pink leaf cutting pods, so I'd be interested in that. Got the tubes in here. Not too bad, to be fair. I'm not sure where all the leaves go, to be honest. I think maybe behind the incubator, maybe they hide them, but like somewhere tucked away under one of the sides is probably where they keep them. The leaves just disappear. Yeah, pink's a good colour. It's just like, and all I like when I was younger, all I wanted was like that neon pink, but I wanted a whole BMX in neon pink. It would have been sick. But instead, I had to have neon orange. Oh, back to the beginning again. So, did you hear the acros earlier as well, Sadie? We had them chirping earlier. They sound like ducks. They have proper like, the leaves are definitely a bit thinner now. It used to be like a bush. I managed to get the acros chirping. They probably won't chirp now, but gave them some fresh food and they were like, cheep, 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 cheep. Oh, no, Sassine, this is the MP3 player. Why do ducks have feathers? So you can put them in pillows. It's probably like the wrong answer. Do you have birds in there? And the bird quack. Oh, I've got some funny little ducks at work in a minute. I think because it's like quite dry, they're like, we're just gonna stay near the water, and they just like waddle around all day. And I think they're getting quite tame. I want to try and feed them. Oh, that terrible joke I told you the other day, Sadie. Like, an ant walks into a bar. Yeah, that's right. Ant cons in Wales. So bad. It's good. And terrible. So I wonder if they're gonna. Oh yeah, some of the bigger guns are turning up, I think. And he's just like one of them carrying a bit of it already. I can zoom a bit. He's got a bit of the bramble stem. He's not big enough to carry that. So I'm a little bit mad for Ancon. It's such a good time. And we never get to like be crazy about like ants all day. That's the best bit. It's like, what ants do you keep? And normally people would be like, what? Whereas it's like, nope. And it's a good like piss up as well. Karaoke in the what could be, I think it might be a gay bar, but I'm not sure. It does have loads of rainbow mannequins in it, which might be a dead giveaway if I'm not really 100% sure. And you're not really gonna ask, I guess. You just stay quiet and see who turns up. But the problem is no one turns up because all us ant people scare them off. Welcome back, Crafton. What is down 10? Well, the rainbows, it was like, might have just been like artistic choice. And you never know, like, could just be a Welsh thing. Maybe in Wales they're like, well, we get a lot of rainbows, so we like to have rainbows everywhere. Like, but, although the claw machine, yeah, actually. Maybe. Yeah. Well, at least they like singing. So yeah, try. I think you get quite a good like angle here. Oh, get back on there, tripod leg. I made that one a bit longer. Let's get. Maybe I'll get a macro out. Come here, lenses. I want my new double zoomy boy. This is too zoomed in at the minute. There's my standard. There's my new boy. See if we can. I don't even know which way to turn things yet on it. That's the only issue. Just line it up. That way, I guess. Oh, I'm gonna unscrew that one a bit. Why are you being like that, machine? Oh yeah, I forgot it hates this phone as well. Oh, that's quite good. I don't know why it's doing that, whatever they call it. Vignetting. But I think you can see a little bit better. Can I like do anything to it anymore? Oh. Yeah, which way is which? Oh, go away with the thing. Phone. Yeah. That the other way a bit. It's like it has that. I guess very focal. Oh, nearly pulled it off. What have we guinea bear? Not really many leaves left is an issue as well. They've kind of eaten them all. So I think it might be on the wide angle lens as well. That'll be why it's a kind of, whatever that word is that I don't really know, but there is a word for it around the edges. Vignetting. It's something like that. It's spelt like that. It's that, I don't know, you get it in your phone thing. You can see that girl there chomping away. What she was until I fingered her. Oh, Jesus. So, oh, that's not a bad view actually. Yeah. Yeah, I went in like this crafting and then I accidentally touched the ant. Oh, I do like this lens with that little bit of zoom to get rid of the edges. Not too bad. And I haven't really tried to get it too in focus. That's because I don't really know what I'm doing, but you can see they're doing stuff. Yeah. This is that new lens. I love it. This lens is like really good for the close-ups if you got loads of light. That's the issue with my two new lenses. They're like niche as well. But this lens is so big that sometimes you can't get the light in because it makes its own shadow. Welcome to see. So thanks, Oliver. So in a minute, like everything we're filming will probably disappear because they've chopped it off. They're slowly moving everything out of frame. Let's just jiggle it sideways a bit. To be fair, it's a better spot there. There's that. Oh, that. I'll keep that. Is it that leaf or something? Somewhere there's a leaf back here. That one. Oh. Oh, touched it. Yeah. So what I might do is take the dog for a quick wee. So many little shoots coming out of the brambles. They're all like fresher like shoots for this year, but I could have let them grow some more, but So I think the biggest major I've seen so far with these is probably about like nearly, well, I'd say about 18 millimeters, so like nearly 2 centimeters, like beast, and their legs like are wider than 2 centimeters kind of thing. But I'd say like from the back of their leg to like the front of their head, about 2 centimeters. They're the ones that proper make you bleed. But they do it like so well that it doesn't really hurt too bad. I think like when Coyote Peterson done it, I think he even said that like the actual cutting isn't the bad bit. It's like when they get between the layers of your skin. So like it's really weird feeling because they like are kind of separating your skin from the flesh underneath. But their blades are really sharp, so it doesn't actually hurt in the way you think it would hurt. It's just really a weird feeling of having like an ant's jaw underneath your skin, and then they'll like slice it through and then wiggle their jaw back underneath your skin a bit more and then like rip it out and then yeah. They're just like destroying the leaves now. Like it's flying back. Let's move it. That leaf in the background is gone now. So, fiddle with the settings some more on the lens. Oh. Wrong way, I think. Maybe there. I think you can get better. Maybe. Oh yeah, this is good as I get actually. Yeah, in between the fingers, definitely the ouch spot. You know, I'll quickly take dog out for a wee. So in a minute, I would not surprise me if they like, yeah, I was gonna say this piece on the left here. Oh, fingered him again. Is actually completely disconnected. It's just here, like you see that bit there? They chop straight through it, and now they're actually the only reason that piece of plant is still there is because the ant further up is holding on to it, I think. Or the ant behind the ant at the top, maybe. Yeah, you can see one holding it on. In a minute, it's gonna let go and they're gonna fall down. At any moment, the plant could fall, and they could go through the ice. Ice road truckers. I shouldn't do that. Yeah. Let's take the dog anyway. Ready, Ben? Yeah, but wait. Yeah. It's quite funny, like keep an eye on that bit of plant though, because it's gonna slowly move around the back of that plant and just wander off. The ant at the top is on the move. Yeah, back in a minute. Back. All the leaves have gone from that spot. There's another slight little spot, a little bit lower. It's got a few left. It'll probably start disappearing. Locking it. Oh. It's like, I hope mine live longer than that. You're making me want to start expanding them. Although I'm hoping the flame that burns half as bright will burn twice as long. God, look at them blades. Probably not Sassim, I guess. I don't know. Probably not, I'd guess. You might be able to nick fungus off them though, because the workers would still be nurturing like the fungus and everything. So I guess you could keep them going and then get a new queen and just pick off like a bit of fungus every day as much as you can without getting any ants in. But I think that would be your best option. Is just chuck the fungus in from the old colony, but keep the ants out and keep the other ants working on making more fungus for your new colony. Like as a separate, like side colony, without a queen. Yeah, I spotted that. That one there. Oh, where's it? Yeah. He's got a beastly bit. I see he's got it. And it's gone. Diddly-diddly. They're like demolishing this now. So yeah, so there you can see how much they've demolished it maybe. So, they've got the lens on, but there's not much left up there, if you get what I mean. There's them old leaves there. Those are the, like last year's, but yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Whoa, look at the strength. This is what I mean by sometimes another ant will be like, no, this is my bit of leaf. But the bigger ant ends up just like taking the leaf. They're going to have the whole end off soon. That worked with my acros as well. When I like got the new thingy of acros, I just put the acros from the old colony in with the new colony and it worked. But I just figured it was because they were the same colony. Maybe they're more accepting though. Oh, I think this is that one. Is it that one? No. It's down a bit. It is. Which one is it? I'm trying to figure it out. Which bit am I looking at? There's three. Oh, this ant here. Oh no, I thought he was chopping through the main stem. He isn't. He's chopping through a little stub. But he's chopping there. I thought he might chop the whole end off with the other ants on it. Oh, there's a lost one with a leaf. He might fall down there when he chops the spear leaf. Or his stumpy bit of plant. And it's so expensive as well. Like, you don't want to just chuck all that money away because like you couldn't be patient, I guess. And that's it with ants. Like, if you don't be patient with them, they always make you pay. Whereas if you're patient, normally they're like, yeah, it would be nice. It's like even with these leaf cutters, I was like so impatient to get this branch in that I like put it on a piece of pallet, and I think the piece of pallet wood was a bit poisoned or something, and that ended up messing up a load of these girls and killing a few. It didn't do any damage to the rest of the colony, but I think a few workers got a bit drunk off it or something. Yeah, I think at AntCon I'm gonna like have a look at the Campanotus and probably buy a few as well, because there's no point buying one, because like what if the curse is just like bam and they're gone. But if I was to buy, let's say like 3, I guess like the odds are better. And every day I don't know, I'll even make a little shrine or something. Like they have in little Japanese houses, I'll have one of them just for the Campanotus. I'll burn incense and stuff and keep bad spirits away. Like maybe Cruentatus, if it's a big colony of Cruentatus, because before I had a colony of, I think it was dead on 30 workers of Cruentatus, and yeah, I just like messed them up. Like they got hammered. Like I didn't do anything, but they just all died. And before that, I've had other ones, but I don't want Nikos either, because Nikos are just meh. Like can't even say what Nikos are on stream. It's too rude. Like Hercs, maybe they're quite good. That giant girl you have, Sadie, that's like something. But there's no point me, because I can imagine she's probably an expensive queen, something like that, and do not want the curse, like messing that up. Yeah, Festinus. I would get a giant species like that, but not yet, not yet. She is something though, like, man, she's giant. Just looking at her and it's like, what? And like, because she's like not she's not like at her body plan, but she's like up there in size. It's like, what? She's bulky. Hopefully Campo God will be at AntCon. Yeah. I don't know if Chris is going to be there this year, but he's my Campo God. He has loads of Campanotus species though, and like they do well. Kind of like Sadie as well, who, yeah, they just do well. Same with the Lasius flavus. Knocked it. They really don't like the like old leaf in the background. Yeah, Campo Nico's got quite a few. I do need to break the curse, I guess, as well, because like a lot of the time too, I see people like, oh, I recommend getting like a Campo species as a beginner, and then I'll be like, well, I'm not sure about that, like, because they just all die. Well, you want to go for this, Sam? So if I can't find any good Camponotus though, maybe a more Formica. I can keep Formica just fine, which are like Camponotus's close cousins. And I love keeping them. Like, they're fun. I wouldn't mind another colony of I think it's Camponotus Harry Barrys or Habereri. Is it? Yeah, Habereri, something like that. Habereri, I think, something like that. Habereri. Harry Barry. They were pretty girls. I think they were just a random colony that the ant lady had. And I had them. She lasted quite a good time. Like a good amount of time. But never really did much. But I think she was hibernating. Harry Barry. Halle Berry. They're well nice and they're like yellow and black though, like all stripy, and yeah, she's a good queen. She might even pull it back. Yeah. No, I haven't seen anything. Although I'm never on like Facebook, and I think she's more active on the Facebook stuff. It just like disappeared. So maybe wouldn't mind some like Floridanus or something. Some of the really like angry ones. I love the angry ones. Oh yeah, she seems to have just like disappeared. It's a bit of a shame. Like I do miss going on the ant lady and like some of the random species she'd have, and it was like, oh nice, and the random deals, and it'd be like, oh, and you get some right like cool little species. That's where my TB came from. Well, I do like Max. They look pretty hench as well. Like the complete opposite, I guess, is the Fetchen choice. I like the look of them too, though. They're like yellow, not very hench, but like skinny girls, but they do look cool. I don't know how hard the fetch, whatever fetching choy or fetching coys, whatever they are. I don't know how hard they are to keep though. Let's have a look now. I'm going on Anton to see what like campos are about at the minute. What was there is experienced customers, click it. That's the one. Oh, polys. Oh, actually, I do like the look of Singularis. Like, yeah, you can't like Singularis. They're nice. I like them. Fair. Singularis, they're on the list. Oh yeah, and then Maculatus with them subnudus or whatever. They look good. What else we got here? there's the festiness. Wow, so big. No. To be fair, that like festiness might be on the list. Wow, look at that. Yeah. Undescribed species. Oh, that sounds good. Miss Marbles. Campanopus Miss Marbles. Well, please. I guess they also got major repeats or something. So I like mysteries. Mm. Oh. Yeah. That's cool. It's that festiness again. Oh. There's the festiness. Weekends. Oh yeah, that Sanctus looks good. Has like nice posture. Mm. The sweet aroma. So what sort of mystery species does they're then saving? Find them. Dedicated queens. Lupanana. I'm guessing you were tempted by the what's the Cremagaster biros or whatever they're called as well. They look pretty cool. Like yellow butts. Ooh. Do you think you'll have any Polyrachus in for Antcon? A few nice ones already. This was this Sevasima or something. Mm. Oh yes. Oh, that's what I want to hear. Loads. It should be this good this year as well. I'm just gonna go to town, I guess, at the light stand. Oh, cool. Singularis, they maybe. I think the Singularis, if they're about, I think they're a for sure. There's a Campo species. Oh, the paper weavers. Well, there's a few of them. The ones that make carton nests, though. I know there's some Solenopsis species that do it. The Solenopsis species that lives in England apparently makes them. I can't remember. It might be Fugak. I think yeah, but yeah, it might. Yeah, it must be Solenopsis fugax we have in England, but only in like one place. I'd love to see a bigger ants one. I'm guessing it's probably bigger ants, because I think the Solenopsis fugax or something are tiny. But if you can like properly see it, I guess they're bigger. You just have to like feed them sticks. I guess like bees, like just give them a few bits of wood and they'll nibble it and spit it back out in a nest. So I need to move to Wales and get like a part-time job, like even 1 hour a week, so I could just get in on these cool ants that Sam's getting in. They're getting into the fancy names. Actually, yeah. Oh my god. No way. There's one of the Azteca trigona makes like proper carton nests up trees. I nearly got some, what is it, Azteca delphini, I think I tried to get one time, but I couldn't get hold of them. Well, the postage and packaging was like 80 quid. And it was like, I'm not paying like 30 quid for ants and then 80 quid on like postage. After you've said like the weird names a few times as well, it like, I know it sounds really weird in your head. Like, you start like breaking the syllables down and it's like, what a weird word. Like, mm. Ooh. What? Damn. Lots of them Azteca ants make carton nests, but there's like more carton nest making ants than I thought. Should maybe add in like during my game show, we'll get Sam out and we'll give him like guess the ant or like Hangman with ant, but really evil species names, and yeah. Guess the ant with the worst name possible. Yeah, that'd be a leaf bag nails. They're taking their time on this tip as well. Yeah, I do love talking to Sam. He does know everything. So I'm guessing like a new species comes in and like for the next few hours he's there like trawling the internet and everything like, oh yeah. Like, maybe a little pinboard as well. Oh, Lassius Fuligin and then Lassius Fuligin Fuliginosis or something. That one, they make them. Yeah, that's Fuliginosus. Fuliginosus. And they apparently live in England as well. You need to like find something that he doesn't know. I'm trying to think of like some really obscure little thing about like one species of ant. Like nobody would know. You get like random stuff. Like the other day I was reading a paper and the scientists were analysing atta poo basically. And yeah, atta poo contains amylase and chitinase, which may be beneficial and used by the fungus itself as well, because the ants like to poo on the fungus with their enzyme laced poo. Something weird like that. Like, Myrmica rubra, they'll have some little thing you don't know. Yeah. Do you want acid poo? So trying to think of another like obscure one. It's got to be a weird thing somewhere in the world. Although maybe the swimming Polyrhacus. There's like Polyrhacus species that swim, but he probably knows about them. Mm, or you could go for obscure bits, like how the whole internet has convinced itself that the like most southerly living animal is an ant, but it's actually a midge. And for some reason they've convinced themselves, because they don't know what the Latin name means. They're just like, it's an ant, and here's its Latin name. But basically, the Latin name is midge, and this is a midge that lives on this little remote island in the South Pacific or something like that, and it isn't an ant. Hmm. Can't think of anything. To be fair, like, you can just reuse it if you put boiling water in it, because it cleans out all the germs. We'll figure something he doesn't know one day. It's a genius mind at work. Look. He's too busy focusing on the ants. So the other day I was talking to Chat GPT on ants as well. And surprisingly it knows like quite a bit. Like I was getting a good little conversation out of it. Then it ran out of things and it was like, you've asked your like 20 questions for this amount of time, so come back later. And I haven't gone back later yet. But I will one day. It won't be long before this little nub of a stick falls off, I guess, as well. It's getting... How far is it chopped up there? Oh, nearly all the way. Up here, right further, they're chopping it. There's one underneath chopping it. I need to hold it still, but they're chopping it. It's gonna fall down soon. Mostly vegetarian. I'm not sure what they do with the aphids as well. I don't know if they're aphid farmers, but I see them carrying off the aphids, and it's like, where are you taking them to? Like, are they going off to be dinner? Or are you gonna, like, maybe take them out another day and try to make aphid milk or honeydew? But I never see them come back out. And to be fair, any plant that kind of aphids like as well, kind of like brambles and like goosegrass and stuff, like the leaf cutters would also just chomp all the plants instead of farming aphids on the plants. Like it'd just be stupid to be like, oh, we're gonna farm some aphids on a plant, and then it's like, oh yeah, and then just gonna turn around and eat the plant itself anyway, when you're just getting the same juices straight out of the plant. Yeah, I guess they eat aphids. Ants are so funny with isopods. They either like love them or hate them, I swear. Like Myrmica rubra, they can be so like just stood next door to a woodlouse perfectly fine, and then other ants are like, your dinner, and they'll just have them. Especially like the smaller ants, they're like the worst. They're like, oh, woodlouse, it may be like 500 times our size, but dinner, and they have them. Whereas some of the bigger species that as well could probably take down a woodlouse and easily like chomp it, just ignore them, and it's like, But I guess because the bigger ants maybe make more mess, they're like, we'll accept you as a house cleaner. How long till the branch goes? I wonder if I can get a better angle around here. I know. Oh, let's fiddle with the lens. Maybe it's too close now, I think. I don't know. I'm getting there. I'm learning the old lens. Oh, that's what I figured it. Oh, everyone gets seasick. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's quite nice. That's a good question, to be fair. I do like the new weavers because not really for their hunting, but for their dragon stuff. Pure hunting wise, I do like harps and stuff, and like the bull ants. They're like pretty sick, and their little jumps. Although scientifically, their jumps are actually like pathetic. Like most other animals their size could out jump them like any day of the week. And then there's harps and it's like boing boing and they do their little jumps, but kind of from a physics point of view, I guess, or something, like their jumps are pathetic. But I still like them. But yeah, harps should be able to jump like 40 centimeters in the air or something like that. That'd be more impressive. That's why the other day, I watched like this thing on YouTube. I think it was might have even been like potassium, and it was like this Google question, like tricks people, and it was like, oh yeah. But the Google question was like, if you were put in a blender, and you were like 1 centimeter high, like how do you get out? And well, I thought jump, but then I thought, well, harps are like pathetic, but you'd be like a little harp, and harps can't jump that high. But it turned out that you could just jump out, apparently, because you're like really small, but harps couldn't. Oh yeah, trapjaws are pretty good. They can like proper ping themselves. Some people said that, Sadie, but yeah, when you're that small though, you should still be able to jump quite high. And it was like nice to know, like. But then they didn't like. Well, I was just like, I don't know what the word is. Probably pedantic or something. But they didn't factor in that you might still weigh the same amount or something like that. So it's like, are you going to remove atoms or are you going to do what? Like, you're going to take atoms out of the body or are you going to compress the atoms that are present in the body to fit the new size? DC'd for a second. Oh yeah, to be fair, Carabera, yes, love them. Like, absolutely love the Carabera. And when they get their trails out, it's like the best. The only like bad thing about Carabera trails is they're so epic that they can't last forever, and they only last for like an hour sometimes. But you just want them to keep going forever. When they have their massive columns, and it's like woo, and they're riding the ants along and stuff, and it's like yeah, with their little JCB ants, like the majors. Yeah, that's it, Sadie. Like they're just so good when they've got their like little mounts, and it's like, yep, riding out to war. And they're like, yep, pulling on the antennas, like go left and go right. And I just like imagine the big ants too, like they're the elephants on like Lord of the Rings, and all the little ants are like the little, I don't know, I think they're people to be fair, not goblins that are on the back. Mm. Or just yeah, going out to get some food. Fedole are definitely good for numbers though, because I remember like every Fedole colony I've had, I think I've only had like 3, but you like put the food in, and even if they only had like 50 workers, like 48 of those workers would go out for the food kind of thing. And they're just like, yeah, food time, and everyone's coming out. Oh, the ants are actually walking across the macro lens now onto the phone. I think I can leave it where it is because there's only 4 on the phone at the minute. I'll try to pick them off. There's one. Oh, oh you little ant. Maybe there's more than 4. It's like, ah, it's gone across the lens. Sorry, little girl, you need to go back in with the food. You don't want to come out here, there's no food. Well, there is, there's a massive bag of it, but it's not for you now. That's it, jump back on your stick. I'll hold it over for you. There you are. No, more of you don't. Like, oh no, one of them got off then. Come on, other girl, jump back onto the stick. There we go. No. Oh, just gonna flicker. Come on, one. Oh god, another one's over here or something. There's a few ants on the camera. One thing I like to do with Fedoles as well was give them fish. Like, just little fish. But they'd like proper chomp it down, and all you'd be left with after like a few hours, they were like piranhas but a little bit slower, and you'd just be left with a skeleton of like a fish. Oh, I think Yeensis are my favourite Fedoles as well. I had some Noda for a little bit, and some Paladula, and something else as well. I can't. Maybe. I can't remember, but like the Yeensis were definitely my favourite, and they like were good on a diet as well. I managed to keep them at like an okay size, but they look the best. Like, well, in my opinion, they look like well, they're the biggest, one of the like larger species, like worker size anyway, like general worker size. Oh, stop. They're walking across the camera again. I'm gonna have to like tilt it back a tiny bit. There we are. And these girls are gonna have to get off. inquisitive little ants, though. They love exploring. I think because there's so many of them. And she is like straight across the middle of the lens. Oh, got her. Yeah, I don't really miss my Paladula too much. They were just so good at escaping. And I just, like, so many times would come back to, like, massive trails across the floor. And it was supposed to be on a diet because they were just uncontrolled. Like, they were just too mad. Yeah, that's it. They'd escape one day, I'd put a whole new barrier in, and it'd be all pretty secure, and like, a couple of days later, they'd be back again. Yeah, exactly. Once they started too, it was like, oh, we've learned how to do this now, and it's like they wouldn't forget it either. They're just, yep, we'll do it over and over again. Like the first time they did it, it was just like, yep, now we like know this is a thing, we're gonna do it. Like it might take us like a day or two of just running at this one spot, but we know that if we do it for like 2 days straight, we'll manage to get through here, and we'll be out. And it almost was like they had like the intelligence to be like, yeah, we're gonna make a plan for the next 2 days to just hit this spot. Like, I'm not sure if they actually did have a plan, but it does kind of seem that way. Or maybe there was like trail left on the glass underneath the barrier, and they're like, oh, we can smell the trail out. Could have been that. But you'd think the barrier would destroy it though. Oh, it's 11:10. So I think I'm going to end the stream in a minute. So I think how close are they to chopping the whole nib off? Semi-far. Yeah, nice, Sadie. So I think I'm going to get off. That is quite late, crafting. Yeah, you need to be up and ready for tomorrow's stream. Hopefully I'll catch it. Yeah. Anyone on the stream as well, if you're about tomorrow. Was it about maybe 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock? Well, could be 3 o'clock. Just check in the day and head over to Crafting Ant and catch his live. Yeah, same Sadie. I don't know whether to do the natural setup or the Manica. Or what? I don't know. I do like the editing though, Sadie. I think you've like got it. Yeah. So I'll catch you in a bit, Sasim. I'll see you all in a bit. Bye everyone. So I gotta figure out now how to. Oh, there it is. I'll see you in a bit. May your ants live long and prosper, and bye.